What's going on, guys? What's going on, Thai Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, Giannis was ruled out against the Cavaliers, and the Bucks lost that game to the Cavaliers. And I'm going to say this: Is Giannis gone? Is Giannis gone? Is he gone? Is he going to leave the Bucks? My opinion on that is he's going to leave the Bucks. Basically, I think he's going to leave the Bucks because he had Mike Boone. He had a bunch of coaches like Jason Kidd, like Coach Bud. He had a lot of coaches. He won a championship in 2021 with the Bucks. He has been loyal. He has been loyal. He has been loyal to that Bucks organization. To that Bucks organization. And I definitely think Giannis, if he wants to if there's trade rumors, should he leave? I don't know at this point. Like there's trade rumors going on, and I think that with these trade rumors going on, it's going to come down to what kind of trade can you get for Giannis, and what kind of pieces can you get for the Bucks? Because Giannis has had an amazing career. He's having a Hall of Fame career type of career. And when you have Damon Lillard, when you have Damon Lillard, when you have Damon Lillard, when you have um, Doc Rivers as your coach, like the Bucks got bounced out the first round. The Bucks got bounced out the first round. And I think this is like a very interesting, a very interesting thing going on because Giannis said himself, if the Bucks don't make it to the playoffs, if they don't make it to the playoffs, he might get traded. He might get traded. Now, where would he go, basically? I think he would go to probably a team like, like Miami, like Phoenix, because you have that kind of talent, or Atlanta or with the Hawks to team up with Trae Young. Looking at the Bucks in rebuild mode if Giannis leaves. Because if Giannis leaves, you're losing a. If Giannis leaves, the Bucks are losing a 20 a 20 point scorer, a 27-point scorer, a Hall of Famer caliber player, and a Hall of Famer college player, and a Hall of Famer college player, and a Hall of Famer. That is what you're losing if Giannis leaves. Because you would still on the Bucks have Chris Middleton, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, this is his second year as a Buck, as a Milwaukee Buck, because we know Damian Lillard got traded there to the Bucks. And I think when you have your two main stars and you don't have somebody like Chris Middleton who's not healthy right now and probably going to be out until the playoffs. That is the one thing that's hurting the Bucks. That is the one thing hurting the Bucks is they are a playoff team, but with them being 1-5 right now, anything can happen. The Bucks can turn it around in the second half and say, "Hey, let's turn it around in the second half." They can turn it around in the second half. But in other news, Larry Nance Jr. made his return to New Orleans to face his old team. Now, I thought in the offseason when Larry Nance Jr. was traded for when Larry Nance Jr. was traded, you're looking at the Bucks in rebuild mode if Giannis leaves. You're getting you're getting a role player that can throw down Gem City dunks, and that can shoot the basketball. Like, he been to the finals. He played with a lot of great NBA players. And now you're going to a team like the Atlanta Hawks, who's just one piece away. And he had a Gem City poster on his old team. His dunks, Larry Nance Jr.'s dunks is amazing to watch because Larry Nance Jr.'s dunks surprised me. Ever since Larry Nance Jr. came into the league, he's a surprise dunker. He can throw down, he can catch lobs, he can shoot the ball. I think Larry Nance Jr. is probably going to be the greatest role player in the NBA. I'm not saying like there's other different role players. I'm just saying you need that one role player. You need that one role player like a Larry Nance Jr., like a Andre Iguodala, when Andre Iguodala used to play. You need to have that one role player, and I think that the Hawks trading for Larry Nance Jr. was a really good trade in the offseason. Because what you're getting is somebody that can throw Gem City dunks down and that can catch lobs. And he did have a mean poster on his old teammate. Like, it surprised me. Like, his dunks in games surprised me. Larry Nance Jr.'s dunks surprised me. Like, those dunks that Larry Nance Jr. does surprise me. Every dunk that Larry Nance Jr. does in game surprised me. It surprised me. So this poster, like, Larry Nance Jr. had a bunch of different posters on different players, on different NBA players. But this one surprised me the most. Yeah, we can say the poster on Brooke Lopez probably would be up there for Larry Nance Jr. If there was a dunk Hall of Fame, I would say Larry Nance Jr. would have to be inducted into that dunk Hall of Fame. Because every time he gets a Gem City dunk or catches a Gem City lob, like I like to call dunks now, it's always surprising to see that. It's surprising to see that because We never know when we're going to get a Jam City dunk. And that poster, when I saw that poster, when I saw a clip of what Larry Nance, that poster, it got me up. It got me up. It got me so hyped. That poster got me so hyped. Even though that Larry Nance Jr. was in the dunk contest a couple years ago. I think Larry Nance Jr. is the best role player in the NBA. Like other people can say there's different role players in the NBA. I'm just going to say this. Larry Nance Jr. is the best role player that I've seen came into the NBA. Because he played with Kobe Bryant. He played with LeBron James. And he made the finals. He made the finals with LeBron James. And with LeBron James, he played alongside the great Kobe Bryant. So every poster that Larry Nance Jr. does really gets me hyped. In this poster, I would say it made me so hype. It made me so hype, and it was so insane. I would put that behind his Brook Lopez, his first year in the league. His first year in the league. I would put that poster, that Brook Lopez poster that he got on Brook Lopez behind this poster that he got, that he did, that he did, that he did, and that he did the other night. Even though I think the Hawks won or lost, I would say that's the dunk of the year right there. The dunk of the year right there is Larry Nance's poster. We might see other posters. That dunk right there has to be the dunk of the year. That dunk right there has to be the dunk of the year. Because Larry Nance's poster, like all his posters and all his dunks, gets me excited. And that, like I can put that poster that he did on Brook Lopez behind the poster that he did, the dunk that he did against the Pelicans, because this was a return game for Larry Nance Jr. Because when you're playing against your old team, you want to get a poster against your old team. And that dunk that Larry Nance had has to be the dunk of the year. That has to be the dunk of the year. Larry Nance's poster on the Pelicans has to be the dunk of the year. Because that was a mean poster. And that got me so hyped. So I think that poster in the trade, that poster that Larry Nance did, he has had a lot of dunks and put a lot of players on posters. But I think this one exactly, is different. This one is different. Because if I had to pick my top 5 dunkers in the NBA, Larry Nance Jr. would be there. Larry Nance Jr., if I had to pick my top five dunkers and have them in a dunk hall of fame, Larry Nance Jr. would be there. Because his dunks and his posters get me excited. This dunk for Larry Nance Jr., like we can compare that dunk to the poster, the Jam City dunk that Larry Nance did on Kevin Durant or on Brooke Lopez. We can say that. We can put we can put this dunk that Larry Nance did on Daniel Tice, on his former team, on his former team. I would say that this dunk was a statement. And like I said before, Larry Nance's dunks get me really excited, and this dunk got me excited. This dunk really got me excited. And I think that if if there was a dunk hall of fame, if there was a dunk hall of fame, I would say Larry Nance Jr. would have to be in that dunk hall of fame. Because yeah, there's a lot of different role players in the NBA. I think Larry Nance Jr. is the best role player in the NBA. And his dunks get me excited. They get me excited. And I think this dunk on Daniel Tice, he's probably going to remember that dunk. He's probably going to remember that dunk because we can count when he dunked on Kevin Durant, when Kevin Durant was with the Warriors. We can count the Brooke Lopez dunk when he was with the Lakers. Like we can count all Larry Nance Jr.'s dunks. We can count it. We can count Larry Nance Jr.'s dunks on Kevin Durant, on the poster on Kevin Durant, the Jam City dunk on um Brooke Lopez. We can count that as a dunk. If there was a dunk Hall of Fame, I would say Larry Nance Jr. would have to be in that Hall of Fame. In that Hall of Fame. And Larry Nance is my favorite role player. If I was starting a NBA team and I needed a sixth man and I needed somebody to come off the bench, I would pick Larry Nance Jr. I would pick Larry Nance Jr. to come off my bench, to come off the bench for my team. I would pick that. I would pick him to come off the bench for my team. But this dunk really got me excited. And this poster has to be up there with the Kevin Durant poster, with the Brooke Lopez poster. Because ever since Larry Nance Jr. came into the league, he has gotten he has gotten posters like this. And this has to be the dunk of the year. We can say Brandon Miller's dunks, or I think if it came down to who had the dunks of the year, the Jam City dunks of the year, I would say it would have to come down to Larry Nance, to Brandon Miller, to John Morant, um, because this poster that Larry Nance Jr. did was incredible and amazing to see because I would say you want to get at least a dunk or a shot or you want to get a Jam City dunk or a easy money bucket against your former team. And this dunk for Larry Nance Jr. on his former team after trading him, man, that would have to go in the history of Jam City dunks for me. That would have to go in the history for Jam City dunks for me. Man, that's tough. I can't put no other dunk that Larry Nance Jr. did. No other dunk in history. In history, I can't put that in a conversation because this dunk like really surprised me. And I do think it was a big pickup for the Hawks to trade for Larry Nance Jr. because you knew that you were going to get somebody that can throw down Jam City dunks like this and put NBA players on posters. And like we could say that it could be with the Kevin Durant. Like I would say this dunk that Larry Nance Jr. did, this poster that Larry Nance did on Daniel Tice has to be up there with the Brook Lopez poster that he did on the dunk that he did over Brook Lopez, and the dunk that he did on Kevin Durant. Because I'm like trying to figure out like this has to be dunk of the year. Like you can put all the dunks we seen like John Morant's dunks, LeBron James dunks, um, um, Brandon Miller's dunks this year, and now this dunk, this meme poster this dunk that that Larry Nance did against his former team, man, that was man. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody. And peace.